Hey, this is Taylor with Symmetry. Today's breathing protocol is called Breathe Light. You'll hear me talk a lot about CO2 tolerance. What CO2 tolerance is, just as a little reminder, it is how your body deals with carbon dioxide. When we get the urge to breathe, it's not the need for oxygen that triggers that. It is a buildup in CO2 in our system. What happens a lot of times going through modern life, people are breathing in and out of their mouth a lot. This causes you to blow off too much carbon dioxide, really restricts your airways, restricts your blood vessels, and does not allow you to efficiently use the oxygen you're taking in. So you can think of CO2 tolerance as an efficiency measure of the oxygen you're absorbing. Can you get that oxygen that you're breathing in into your tissues, into your brain, into your working muscles? That is the key. It's not necessarily how much oxygen you can take in, but how much you can absorb. And with the Breathe Light method, what we're doing is we're training ourselves to deal with that increase in CO2. So we are working on building that tolerance. And this is really a fundamental method. It's great for people with asthma to use because they have a struggle with that CO2 tolerance. And it also works in help opening and dilating those airways. So try this one out. What you're going to do is you can do this seated, you can do it lying down. Really doesn't matter. You can even do it walking around, which makes it a little more difficult. What you're going to do is, you know what a normal breath is, just a nice natural breath. So you can think of it on a scale, breathing up and down, up and down. Breathe Light, we're going to reduce the volume of air we're taking in. So we're going to be taking smaller and smaller breaths. So if a normal breath looks like this, the Breathing Light, you're just going to be kind of going like this. You will gradually lower the amount of air you're taking in, increasing that air hunger. You should feel it building in your head. So we're just going to do a couple of minutes of this right now. I'll let you experience it, and then you can try it on your own. So I want you just to get into a breathing position. You can sit on your heels like I'm doing, sit cross-legged, lie down if that's a little more comfortable. Just go ahead and take breaths in through your nose and out through your nose. Just nice, normal breath. Now I want you to begin taking smaller and smaller breaths. Think about reducing your air volume by 30%. These breaths might feel a little shallower, but you're still breathing into your belly. They just get smaller and smaller. You should begin to feel a slight urge to breathe. A little alarm bell in your head telling you, I'd like a little bit more air. Smaller and smaller breaths. Now let's make it a little bit smaller, creating a stronger urge to breathe. We don't want to push it too far here, but just a little bit. I want more air. I want more air. Your breath should become light and small. You can barely feel yourself breathing. You can't hear yourself breathing. If there's someone looking at you, they're not even sure if you are breathing. Just tiny, tiny breaths in the nose and out of the nose. Playing on those edges of stress and relaxation. And drop it down one more time. creating a much stronger urge to breathe. This should begin to get a little bit more stressful. We're only going to do it for about 45 seconds. So stay with it if you can. Just those tiny breaths. You're not hearing yourself breathing. You can barely even feel your belly moving. All right, let's just resume normal breathing in through the nose and out through the nose. So this is breathe light. Try it out for yourself. Spend 5 to 10 minutes. We'll find with 5 to 10 minutes, you can really begin to reset those CO2 receptors in your brain that trigger those alarm bells going off in your head. Let me know if you have any questions, and have a good day.